Welcome to section 9.15. This is the 86th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll unpack immutable architecture. We'll answer 4 questions. What is immutable architecture? What do you actually gain from it? How does the pets versus cattle mindset explain it? And what is software-defined networking's connection to it? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because it changes how you handle failure and change in production. Picture a fleet of web servers behind a load balancer. In the old way, you would log in and patch each one live, hoping nothing breaks. In the immutable way, you never touch a running server. You build a fresh one and swap it in. When you understand this, you can deploy changes that are predictable and clean, with far less risk of a mystery outage. So what is immutable architecture? It is the idea that a server never changes once it is deployed. When you need to update, fix, or modify it, you do not edit the live machine. Instead, you build a brand new server, apply the changes there, and deploy that one to replace the original. Once the replacement is validated, you retire the old one and reuse its hardware. Think of it as replacing a whole appliance rather than repairing it in place. What do you actually gain from it? Reliability, consistency, and a deployment process you can predict. Because you never patch a running system, you sidestep the classic problems of mutable setups. Those midstream edits are what cause surprise downtime, data loss, and incompatibility. Every server that goes live is built the same clean way, so there are no drifting, one-off configurations hiding in your fleet. You trade in-place tinkering for a repeatable, dependable swap. How does the pets versus cattle mindset explain it? It is the classic analogy for this shift. When a server is a pet, you name it and rush to nurse it back to health when it gets sick. When a server is cattle, you simply remove the unhealthy one from the herd and bring in a replacement. There is a matching pair, snowflakes versus phoenixes. A snowflake is a unique, hand-tuned server that demands special care and adds complexity. A phoenix is built fresh from scratch every time, rising with improvements baked in, which cuts overhead and keeps everything consistent. Immutable architecture wants cattle and phoenixes, not pets and snowflakes. What is software-defined networking's connection to it? Software-defined networking is a close relative. Managing your network as a virtual software resource, even though real hardware still carries the traffic. Just as infrastructure as code treats hardware like software, software-defined networking treats your whole network the same way. It is a blend of hardware and software elements built to virtualize how networking is managed and controlled. So the same code-driven, replace, do not edit spirit reaches into the network itself. So let's bring it together. Immutable architecture means a deployed server never changes. When you need a change, you build and validate a fresh server, swap it in, and retire the old one. You gain reliability, consistency, and predictable deployments, free of the downtime and drift that live edits cause. The pets versus cattle and snowflakes versus phoenixes analogies capture the mindset, favoring disposable, rebuilt systems over hand-nursed unique ones. And software-defined networking carries that same virtualized, code-driven spirit into the network. Replace, do not repair. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on RooCloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.